And now we are into the actual top tier. I think it is really difficult to argue that any of these characters are actually top tier. These characters are all the strongest of the strong. The things that this character can do are ridiculous. Just very, very good. These characters are all ridiculous. First off, we are starting with Yoshi. Yoshi's broken. Yoshi does so much damage. Yoshi has the best combo escape in the game in terms of double jump armor. Yoshi has really good jungling, really good edge guarding, great recovery, great disadvantage state, solid neutral, pretty belligerent, and he has spacing that it doesn't matter. He has so many combos, he has so many tools at his disposal. He can win every matchup. Does he win every matchup? No, but he can always win all of his matchups. There is not a single matchup where you're like, damn, that sucks. That even feels that bad. Like, there are matchups he loses, but they're all -1 at worst. He does not have worse than a -1 matchup. He is just so strong. He can keep up with every single one of the top tiers. There are results that prove that. He's just so good. It blows my mind that people downplay this character. His worst move is literally a move that breaks your shield in certain scenarios. That's his worst move. That's crazy. That's his worst move, chat. What are his best tools versus Sonic? Running away from it. He can just ignore it. Next up, we have Fox. Fox is just too fast. He has exploits, he has some bad matchups. I do think that the bad matchups are a little bit exaggerated by the Fox player base, like Ice Climbers, but I think this character is just too fast. He's literally too fast to deal with. His disadvantage is a lot better than the other like bad disadvantage characters that are good, like Roy and Aegis. He's very strong. His combos are very consistent, very good, very obvious. And he's just so fast. Do you have to be kind of a nut job to play this character? Absolutely. This character is really difficult to play. But not like as difficult as some of the other characters down below, like Lucas or, you know, any of those characters. He's not one of those type of difficult characters, but he's difficult because everything you do is super risky, but he's so fast that the ability to punish him is relegated to only a few, not only characters, but also players. You have to be so good against Fox in order to do anything versus Fox, or he just goes, hey, and it has to be in a matchup that it's good, right? But like, he also is, like, he does well enough, like, he probably loses, but does well enough versus Steve, beats Sonic, loses to Game & Watch, but but Light has beat Mia and Meister, I feel like, more times than vice versa in the past 2 years. Does well versus R.O.B, does well in my opinion versus Min Min, loses to Pika, loses to Luigi pretty bad, but like, that's playable, it's just not fun. He does really well versus a lot of the top tiers, randomly loses like -2 to Pichu. That's gonna happen, right? Like, there's gonna be some matchups. Does not great versus Ice Climbers, even though I think that that's exaggerated. Has random struggle matchups because he's a fast faller, and he randomly just dies at like 0 off stage. But like, I don't know, just recover hide, but he just non-2 frameable side B. Boo-hoo. Fox worse than Samus? Yeah, because Samus is next, actually. Here's Samus. I think Samus is ridiculous. Samus is one of those characters that has like bad matchups. Her strengths are just so strong. Other than literally Olimar, that matchup is like so bad. Other than Olimar, I think all of the other quote-unquote bad matchups like Falco and Min Min are predicated upon the fact that those characters get perfect timing reads on her. Her disadvantage is so good. Bomb is ridiculous. There are very few characters that can legitimately just ignore Bomb. I think Game & Watch is one of them, right? But like, also against Game & Watch, he's really light, so you can kill him super early, and if they're wrong about the bucket and you read it into grab, down throw back air is going to kill it like 55 if you're anywhere near the ledge. Samus is broken. She has the best ledge trapping in the game. Well, probably second best ledge trapping behind Steve. But like, one of the best ledge trapping because Bomb is broken. She can put herself in so many safe situations. She has the second best out of shield option in the game with her up B, only worse than Game & Watch up B. All the matchups that she supposedly struggles with, it's like, cool, those are all characters that like die off stage. Like Min Min, you hit Min Min with like a forward air or a nair at 50 and she cannot recover. And even if she can recover, her ass is not getting off the ledge. It's so good. This character is so broken. And no, it's not just because I'm bad against the character. I think this character is genuinely ridiculous. She just changes the pace all the time. Every single hit that she gets is so much momentum. She doesn't even need big damage in a combo because charge shot by itself does like 29. It does like 29, so you get 2 hits and it does 46. With like charge shot nair or charge shot backer, she's doing 50. 2 moves. This character's so stupid. I need to fucking play this character. God, it's so broken. Next up is Kazuya. Kazuya loses really bad to like Steve, Sonic, Game & Watch. But like, Electric at 0. Grab at 0. Dead. It really bothers me how often the Kazuya player base fucks up the combos. It really bothers me that this character has like spoon-fed 0 to deaths in like so many positions, and the people just mess it up. If I was a Kazuya player, I would practice Ferp's tech like 3 hours a day. It's the only fucking thing you have to learn for your combo game. Otherwise, it's so easy, obviously. But like, his moves are so good, and it's so crazy, and it's so broken. But like, obviously, he doesn't do good versus the. I mean, I think he does okay versus Game Watch, actually. I know Riddles beats Meister's Game Watch a lot. I don't know if he's ever beat Mia. But Mia's also like really, really good, so whatever. But yeah, Kazuya's really, really good, but his disadvantage is a little bit worse than a couple of the characters that are comparable above. I know Japan thinks this character is evil. He's evil, but I don't think he's as evil as a couple of other characters. Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty, super nitty-gritty. We're going with Snake. I think Hurt is insane. I think Hurt is such a good player. I still think people don't abuse the disadvantages of Snake or like the bad things about Snake nearly enough. I think Snake has a lot of matchups that are a little bit struggles for him. Matchups he can always win. I have no idea how Hurt's like consistently beating Mia at this point. I don't get it. Genuinely don't get it. He can beat Doramigi in a bad matchups. He's so good. He's ridiculous. Hurt is so good. But I think people just like aren't prepared enough. Maybe that's my bias. Maybe I would play Hurt and get 3-0 2 stocked and I'd be like, damn, actually Snake's broken. I don't know. But I think Snake is really, really good. Obviously, he's a great character, and Hurt's results prove that. And even the people that I thought were good versus Snake, Hurt makes them look like fools. Genuine fools. He's really good. Character's really good. Hurt's really good. Character's just strong. Next up is Peach. Peach is the character, or this is the second highest character. Honestly, probably the highest character, because I think the other one is me being biased. I think that Peach has some of the best defensive tools in the game. She has the best shield in the game because of her movement ability, and her punish game is so good, with footstools especially, footstool turnips, footstool float, nair, footstool float back air. This character does struggle randomly in super weird matchups like DDD and Isabelle, but like does good enough versus the top tiers. Maybe it's just the Peach players being literally different, especially Mutace, being so much better than everyone else, but the fact that he's able to like consistently beat a lot of the Steve players, consistently beat a lot of the Sonic players, consistently beat, or at the very least pressure, like beats the Game Watch players that aren't Mia, and like has taken Mia to game 5. I want to see him play versus Doramigi. That one honestly seems really bad. Peach, because of her pressure and because of her speed, her shield ends up being so good. And like it's so hard to bait Peach to do things because she's so mobile and float is so broken and turnips are so good, so she's always able to back up, so people always have to approach her, and then she's always able to she literally has uniquely good spacing tools compared to the rest of the cast because she has float. Like Duck Hunt's hard. Random weird things are hard. But like I'd rather lose to Duck Hunt than lose to R.O.B. You know, I'd rather have a losing matchups in like mid and low tier and feel stupid about it than lose to the top tiers. And Peach is able to beat the top tiers. Even if she like maybe slightly loses the matchup, she's good enough that it doesn't matter. Plus again, then she has her 20 to deaths, 0 to deaths, all the crazy combos that are like stupidly difficult. She's just such a unique character and she's so good. And now we are at Luigi. Luigi's broken. Luigi's the best Luigi. I guess Luigi's the second best Luigi in the game. Because R.O.B is also a Luigi. You can't ignore the results. This character's belligerent to fuck. He's the most belligerent, second most belligerent character, third most belligerent character in the game. And he kills you. He has so many ways to kill you. He has so many kill confirms. He has so many kill combos. He has up B out of shield. His out of shield game's pretty good. His disadvantage is like in theory exploitable, but there's only a small subset of characters that can actually do it. There's a reason why Raru has won so many majors. There's a reason why so many players of Luigi can do super well in tournaments, because the character's dumb. The character's just dumb. You know, loses to Sephiroth -3, right? Loses to a couple of other characters like pretty bad, like random characters like Rosa, Mega Man. Who cares? He just grabs you every single time you play. Like Luigi is the ultimate, probably the character, the second best character at forcing mistakes from you. And it's a reason why people like Raru can still beat players like Wrath. And Wrath is one of those characters that just doesn't make mistakes. Wrath is a player that doesn't make mistakes, and Raru beat the shit out of him because that's Luigi. Because Luigi forces you still to make mistakes or forces interactions that are unfavorable, and if he's right once, he's gonna either deal you 75 or kill you. Next up, right outside of top 5 is Pika. Pika's a pain in the ass for a lot of characters. Pika is one of those characters that like people hate dealing with. He's small, he's annoying, he's fast, he runs away, he has like randomly really good combos, really good damage output. The reason I put Pika outside of top 5, which I think is lower than I've ever put him, is because this character struggles to kill, at least relative to these demon characters up here, and struggling to kill when you'll get up tilt backered by Steve at 65 with Diamond and you die isn't fun. You have to play a little bit too precise as Pika to get a lot of your best things, and obviously you can just do it. Like, Shiny Mark just does it a lot of the times, but also then Shiny Mark loses randomly to people he shouldn't, like the K-Rool from Texas, because he just, like, missed some of his stuff. And, like, Pika is so small and so light and so frail that, like, if you're wrong sometimes you just die. He's broken. He's obviously, it's me. You know he's broken. Nair loops and up air bridges and blah, blah. There's so many good things about Pikachu. But, like, I'm saying his weaknesses more so because it is a lower placement, I think, than I've ever put him. Yeah, I think Pikachu's really strong, but, you know, the characters above are just better. Speaking of which, Min Min. Dude, Doramigi has revolutionized this character to a ridiculous degree. He ends stocks consistently so early, not even with true combos, but just with, like, inescapable edge guards. Inescapable edge guards that like just cover so much. He should have won the Kageribi. He was just very slightly off because he made like mistakes and was a little too slow against Akola. He should have won. The amount of comeback potential this character has is ridiculous. The recovery is a little bit harder to mess with because of like smash attack, bounce, fast fall. You have to be so perfect, or she has to like already not have a resource, in which case, yeah, go kill her. But like, you can do that to fucking R.O.B too sometimes, or like Pika, you can just 2-frame him after he doesn't have resources. This character's ridiculous, so strong, so good. There's a reason why Doramigi can be so strong. He wins losing matchups. Actually, he sometimes doesn't. I feel like he hasn't really beat a top Meta Knight. He hasn't really beat a top. I mean, I'm assuming he's beat top Sheiks, but what top Sheiks are there? Sheik sucks. He hasn't beat Tweak. I don't think he'll ever beat Tweak. But like, if your losing matchup has to also be the best player of that character, it's not that bad of a losing matchup. It's a guy, so who cares? Next up is R.O.B. R.O.B, I kind of wanted to put at number 3, but I didn't. But he's very, very good. The fact that Zomba's like top 5, top 4 in the world at the moment, and he doesn't fucking zero to death people, makes me want to scream. Zomba's incredible. He finds so many good hits, and R.O.B could even be so much better than what he currently is, because he could do all that and then randomly just convert off of his Z-drop nairs. Ever. I mean, he does sometimes. That's why he beat Doramigi at wherever he beat Doramigi. I think Genesis, because he got a 0 to death. Character's broken. His losing matchups exist, right? Game Watch is hard. Pika is hard. Brawler's hard. But, like, it doesn't matter that much because his tools are just so strong that, like, you still have to deal with down tilt, you still have to deal with forward air, you still have to deal with gyro and laser, and can't edgeguard him, and he's gonna just always make it back, and he's always gonna live forever. And it's, I mean, not as much against Brawler because you actually just kill him at, like, 50, but, like, then Brawler gets edge guarded and Brawler gets out neutraled, and there's always things to do, and R.O.B is so good that even his worst matchups like Bayo are still perfectly fine. Next up we got Game & Watch. Game & Watch is ridiculous. Mia's really good. He has the best advantage state in the game, the best out of shield option in the game, arguably the best ledge trapping in the game, like top 3 with like Samus and Steve because of Chef. He has so many moves that just invalidate entire characters. Like one move will just swing a matchup 20 points in Game & Watch's favor. He can do everything all the time, always. He's light, and he doesn't really have the best approach options, but he has Nair. So like if he's just correct on where you are, he's not going to get punished basically ever. He's so strong. He's so good. It's so ridiculous. His edge guarding is really good. His disadvantage is like pretty bad, but you can always just go to ledge and then ledge jump and who gives a fuck, because you always have to respect down air, and you have to respect so much against this character, and the minute you're like 3 pixels off, you just fucking die. You just die. You just die. And it sucks. I hate this character. I like fighting him actually, but I hate this character. Because before I played Brawler, I hated this character. Next up is Sonic, and then Steve, obviously. Sonic is ridiculous. In my opinion, he still definitely can be the best character in the game, but I feel like the Steves got a lot trickier, and the Sonic players are kind of falling into bad patterns and bad habits, and unfortunately, the Steve players have another top Steve. I mean, again, there are like 5 top Steves, right? You have Akola, you have Syrup, you have Carmelo, who's like just rising to the rank, like the super high ranks. You had Onin, and the Sonic players like still is just Sonics and Wrath and Ken, and like Kudofune is pretty good, and like what's the other Sonic from Japan? There's one other Sonic from Japan, but like Steve is just easier, right? The main reason that Steve is better than Sonic is because Sonic is super fucking broken and ridiculous and invalidates probably more characters than Steve, and he's so stupid. He has like 1 losing matchup or 2 losing matchups at worst, which is like Pika and Fox, and he can beat every other matchup, and he's so broken in so many little things, whereas Steve is maybe slightly less good at some things, but is so much easier overall. His combo game that you need is easy. Obviously, he has like a top 3 difficult combo game in the game, but like, you don't have to do that shit. You don't have to nil. You don't have to do like the crazy Yoshi combos, right? You don't need it because he's so good. You don't need to do any of the cool stuff or the difficult stuff because he's so good. And you can just go up tilt, up air, block, up air, back air, up tilt on shield. Oh, the third one hit, back air. That's all you need, right? Maybe you can sprinkle in a little up tilt, nil to up smash, which we've seen Akola start doing, which is scary as fuck, which is why he won Kagedibi. Maybe some up tilt, nil to forward smash. You don't need any other stuff. He has ridiculous setups. He has a billion setups that it's literally impossible to know all of them. And you run into one and it's a TNT setup and then you die at 70 because what the fuck, or your shield breaks, and he has a billion shield break setups and he has a billion everything and it's impossible to edgeguard him, and he is just so good. And he has a couple losing matchups, you know, Min, Zero Suit, boohoo. Get the fuck over it. Win anyway. That's the tier list. I'm gonna keep looking it over. Or did I say the viable tiers? It depends on what your definition of viable is. Like, to win a major, high tier, probably. Even though characters below that have won majors, but like not having to be the literal best player in the world to win a major. But like high tier, like you still need good, still need to get lucky with your matchups. Top tier, you have to get not unlucky with your matchups, and then top tier, you can just do it. It doesn't matter what your matchups are. How much is this tier list based on results more than in paper stats / potential? Potential doesn't exist anymore to me. Most of the time. Didn't Ike also win a major? Yeah, I'm not counting. Like, current Ike has not won a major. Didn't DeBuzz win CEO? Wasn't technically a major.